including Traditions, that I was there. So I didn't take a lot of video. I have a couple videos, but of Traditions and of Universal Video. But other than that, they're just photos, and I figured I would talk through the meaning behind all the photos. So let's get started. So this first photo is a photo of the airport, and the first couple of photos are at the airport. And I just wanted to share this little story quickly. Um, when I was on the tram over to baggage claim, I was listening to music and Happily Ever After came on. And if you don't know anything about me, I love Happily Ever After. And I cried. I was so happy because it meant that I was living my dream, because it talks about living your dreams. And I was getting to live my dream, and I was just so happy. Um, so that is my little snippet about the tram. But these are just photos in the airport. That's a photo of the tram. That's a photo in front of the new, at the time it was new, the Disney shop. They changed the photo opportunity there, so I just took a photo with it with my mask on. Over by the buses, they had palm trees out of balloons and archways out of balloons because Mears just opened. So I used the Mears instead of the Magical Express because that doesn't exist anymore. I took a picture of music because that's the one that I worked at. This is on the boat, or on the bus. In the hotel, I had Chipotle. I had Chipotle. So this was a hotel over by Flamingo Crossing. Then in the morning, I had some Mickey waffles and eggs and bacon and some coffee. And then it was check-in day. So this is what the elevator looked like. It was really cool. The other one was themed too. I can't remember what it was, but this one's Millennium Falcon. So yeah, this hotel was right across from Flamingo Crossing, which was really nice. That was my check-in outfit. It was just a pink top and jeans. I think I'd take another photo. This is my room. I had near the window, and I was in the docks area, which you'll see. This is the bathroom with the sinks. This is the kitchen. My roommates were there before me, so they all had their stuff, which was nice. They bought stuff for the living room and everything. And for the kitchen, there was like power, like different stuff, like Keurig and different things like that. But they brought, again, this is my outfit that I wore. And then I have my little dock lanyard on there. So yeah, I was in the dock section, which I really liked. It was perfect. So that's the little sign. Then the exit and entrance had flamingos on it. So you scan it to go in and out. You scan your badge. And then that's Flamingo Crossings. There was a Target right across the street, so I just walked to it sometimes. So I think that's where I was going. And then I went to Target and I bought a ton of things. I went on the bus to go to the big Target because the Target across the street from Flamingo Crossings is like a little baby one, and I needed a lot of things. So I went and I borrowed someone's little vehicle thing. This is my roommate Maya. She's a sweetheart. Love her. Then these were all my roommates. So Caroline's the one in the blue, and then Riley is the one in the pink, and then Maya is my sweet mate, or my roommate. Then we got Chicken Guy that night with my roommates so we could get to know each other. And then these were the gifts that the girls gave me. You always give your roommates gifts, so just so you know. And then this was the shower. I think they had this on both sides, so that was my side. This was my room. That was my bed with my blanket. I wonder where that blanket is. And then this was my closet. I didn't have a ton of stuff hanging up. There was a dresser, so I put a lot of the stuff in the dresser. There's my dresser. I had some fairy lights and some photos, and I put my ears and a calendar on the wall, and then you can see my laundry basket by the window. It was nice having the corner room, not the corner room, the window area, because all of that was your space, so I could put stuff on the walls over there, which was really nice. And I had my little jewelry. I got the Epcot jewelry dish, so I put my jewelry there. And then on this wall, I had my backpack and my purses and my lanyard. I just put some command hooks up, and then I put my tennis shoes on the floor. Then my roommates, which I would recommend this, my roommates and I had a schedule, that like a calendar on a whiteboard that we could all put our schedule, so we kind of knew when we would be in the apartment or not, so we could have friends over at certain times and stuff like that. So I highly recommend that if you're doing the DCP, to get one of those. And the way that we did that was, if we all bought stuff and then we split the cost. So there was stuff we needed, like for the kitchen, for the front door. Some stuff Riley and Caroline just bought for us, but some stuff we got as a group at Target, and then we just split the cost. So we did like a trip to Target all together, and we bought some things. So I highly recommend that when you're on your trip, if you're all starting new. And then we went to Disney Springs. I went to Disney Springs with a couple people that I met. So these were just a couple things that I got. I ended up getting this for my ID, my blue ID. And then this was just fun. It said cast member bus at the French Quarter. We went to French Quarter. And then we went to the Poly. So this was a monorail trip. I went around to the monorail hotels. So I got a Dole Whip from the Poly. I got my photo taken at the Poly, so you can see my flamingo crossings. You're not supposed to wear them, but I think I just wore them for that photo. I mean, you can wear them. You're just not supposed to wear your blue ID, which wasn't in there. That was just my flamingo card. Then this photo is the group of people that I went with on the monorail trip with. Some of them I continued to talk to, some of them I didn't. But Chris, I was really good friends with Chris. But the other ones, not so much. Then we went to the Grand Floridian. So these are more photos of us all with our Dole Whip at the Poly. Then we went to the Grand Floridian, and we got lunch. So you'll see that. I like to take photos of my food, so I did that a lot on this trip. We went to the quick service, and I ended up getting a pizza. It was very good. I highly recommend their pizza. There was a lot of toppings on it, and it was pretty tasty. And then this is all of us. This was at the Grand Floridian. This is us on the monorail. This is a photo of the Magic Kingdom. So you don't get your pass to go into the parks until after Traditions. So we could just do like Disney Springs. We could go to Universal if you bought Universal tickets. You can go resort hopping. So we did a lot of that in the first week when we had time before working. So that was really nice. I got to do a lot of fun stuff before working started, before Traditions happened and stuff like that. So that's what you'll be seeing in this video mostly, is non-park things. Then we went to the Contemporary. Then we went, this is the monorail wrap. It's the 50th anniversary. I worked during the 50th anniversary. And then with a different group of friends, we went on a Skyliner trip. So we went to Riviera. And this is the Peter Pan mural at the Riviera. We started at Caribbean Springs, and then we walked to, or not Caribbean Springs, Caribbean Resort. And then this is the group that I went on the Skyliner with, so you can recognize Chris from that group earlier. And then this is my best friend, Katie, that I met from the trip. I love her. She's doing her Disney College program right now. And we did go to, like, Pop Century and the Art of Animation stuff, but we just didn't show that. Like, I didn't take any photos. And then our welcome event was country themed. So the country bear, one of the country bears was there. So I wore this outfit with a skirt. And then that's my roommate Maya. We went as a roommate group. So her and I got a photo. The others were in a different line, I think, for something else. And then we got a photo booth photo. That's just one of them. And then my gifts to my roommates were these signs. So this one says home. So 2 of the roommates got this, one of them being me. And then the other 2 got this one that was with Mickey. So I got them that and some candy, I think. Then my roommates and I went to Universal. We went twice. This is the first trip that I went. So I got my annual pass. So I got the seasonal pass, like the cheapest annual pass you can get. And then this is a photo of my roommates and I outside of E.T. And then this is a photo of us outside of Harry Potter. This is a photo of the show going on. They do shows, and this is about Beetle and the Bard, I believe. Or it's the story of the 3, like the Deathly Hallows. It might be the story of the Deathly Hallows. I think that was really cool. So that was like a show that was going on, and I never saw it other than that trip. Then this is a photo of the Gringotts Bank from the side, and then this next clip I won't talk during, but it's the clip of the fire going off, so I'll let you watch that. And then this is inside the Gringotts ride. And then my roommates and I took a photo with this guy. So we had to wear masks, so that's why. It was not during the height of COVID, but the aftermath of it. I love this butterbeer ice cream, like the soft serve. I think that was the first time I had it. Oh my god, I got it so much after that. Like every time I went to Universal, I had to get butterbeer soft serve. This is a Wayfaring Wizards welcome sign where the bricks are to enter and exit the park. To enter and exit, specifically Diagon Alley. Then this is a photo of us with someone from Universal. I forgot his name. King something. I don't even know if it's King, but... And then this is Hogsmeade. This is the Three Broomsticks. The outside of the Three Broomsticks. This, this was the food that I got from the Three Broomsticks. It's beef pasties with a salad. It was really good. I highly recommend it. Then when we were in line, I did my Patronus, which is a Manx cat. I did like all the questionnaires. So my Patronus is a Manx cat, and my wand is a black walnut wood with unicorn hair. And then I knew my house was Hufflepuff. I'm very loyal, and I'm a good friend. Then this is Hagrid's hut, outside of Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. That was like one of my favorite rides other than Velocicoaster, and unfortunately the last time I went to Disney I couldn't go on it, which was heartbreaking because my friends and I loved it so much, and we had an inside joke about the unicorns. And she was a mum. We would always say that to each other in like a British accent. But these are just photos of Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, the queue, and then also the actual ride. Some of it. There's this like mermaid. Or are they sirens? They might be sirens. And then this is the Hogwarts Castle. There's a ride inside of that Hogwarts Castle. So I think they went and did Velocicoaster. And so this was inside of the Hogwarts Castle. There's the Phoenix. But while they were, this is some pins. And then I believe there's more castle photos. So I hung out by the castle and ate a pretzel when they did Velocicoaster because I was too afraid to go on it the first time we went, but I went on it the second time we went. So I was just too afraid the first time. So I just kind of hung out in Hogsmeade while they went and did that. So I got some photos around and I ate a pretzel because I was kind of motion sick. And then I went and got some alcohol from Hogshead. This is the bakery case. I just think it's so pretty. I didn't get anything from the bakery case, but I think it's fun. This is the Hogwarts Express in Hogsmeade. Gotta take a photo with that. My friends and I got a photo with the conductor at one point, but that's probably later on in the vlogs. This is the train, the Hogwarts Express, the train like exit and entrance. And then the day of traditions, I had a croissant and some strawberries for breakfast and a drink of some kind. And then this is traditions. Outside of traditions, this is what I wore. I wore some cute earrings and this green dress, which you'll see more of. This is my blue ID that I got during the ceremony, or the training. I guess it's training. but I blocked out the important information. I was with 2 of my roommates. The third roommate had a different traditions time, which was pretty unfortunate. So at least I had somebody to do traditions with. So my dress was kind of short, but you can kind of see it. This is the traditions screen, you can see, and then we had an instructor. Mickey Mouse came, so I have a video of that, and I cried. I don't know if you can hear me crying, but I definitely had a tear roll down.
Mickey, you're looking so dapper. Thank you so much for helping us out here today. Mickey, check it out. All of our brand new cast members. Mickey, we've been doing a lot of learning today, but having a little bit of fun too. I hope that's okay. I think you're Disney so shiny. It's like a little extra pixie dust on there and everything. Yeah, I love that.
So that video makes me emotional, but it was just a very joyous time, and it's just, I get emotional because it was my dream to be a cast member, and I got to live that dream. Pull it together. It was my dream to be a cast member, and I got to live it, and so it just makes me cry, because that was just the beginning of, like, a lot of magic for me, and it's just a very sentimental thing that happened, like getting to see Mickey at traditions and getting her name tags and all of that. So this next photo, I'm going to try to pull myself together, but this next video is a video, or the next photo is, this next photo is of my name tag, and then we got, like, this little card about the 50th anniversary, and it says "You Are the Magic." So the song that they played when they handed out the name tags was "You Are the Magic," which is like a special 50th anniversary song. And it was just everything, because we were the magic. We were bringing people the magic. So sorry that I got emotional, but it just means a lot to me. Then this was like my itinerary that I had before traditions, so the arrival itinerary, so I just took a picture of that. This is the photo of me with my name tag on. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but I have my name tag on after traditions. So yeah, you can see it in that photo. I have my name tag on. And I loved my headband with my dress. And then this is me holding my name tag. I had University of Florida, because your college program, they put the college that you were attending. So I actually did the college program. After I graduated. I think you can do it up to 12 months after you graduated from your program. So I did that. So I graduated and then I did it, which I thought was really nice, because then I didn't miss anything. I graduated a semester early, so I was able to, before I could apply for PT school, I was able to do the Disney College program. So these are just more photos after traditions. We didn't go to the Disney University that day. I went with a different friend to Disney University. It was kind of a bit stormy, so we just didn't really want to go. It wouldn't have been great photos. So I went with Katie that you saw earlier on our first park day before we went to Magic Kingdom. We went and got photos at Disney University, and which you'll see later. Then this is my roommates and I. We all have our name tags on. So that's Maya and Riley. I loved my hair that day. It was a really good hair day. And I wore these like big hoop earrings. Like I really liked my outfit. And then you get ears at Traditions. So that have I guess these are just ears. At the end you get graduation ones with like a tassel. So we met up with my roommate after her Traditions and we took that photo. So that is the end of this video. I'll leave it on that photo. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it kind of gave you a look into the beginning of my DCP program.